last one. I have to spend my summer area of scholarly concentration outdoors in high UV conditions, and I am a pasty white guy who breaks out in hives whenever I topically apply anything that has SPF written on the label. Is there another solution for me to prevent sunburn, and if so, what is it, and why didn't Dr. Silinsky discuss it in his lectures? Well, yes, there is another solution, but let me answer the last question first. The reason you didn't have it presented in the lectures is because every time I try and present it, I get kicked out of the module. Because of the curricular structure, in order to treat the pharmacology of histamine and related inflammatory mediators, first thing I have to do is infiltrate a module, and then I have to try and divert the topic to one with less apparent relevancy, but of considerable clinical importance. So I started my invasive behavior in the GI module, and I presented the material for 1 year, and the leadership was very perceptive, caught on immediately, and kicked me out of the module. Next, I continued to be an invasive species and infiltrated the pulmonary module. The module leadership there was much more tolerant of me, and I was able to do it for a few years before they caught on to my invasive behavior and exterminated me. Good thing is, I learned a lot of clinical things from the clinical module leader. For example, I asked him why whenever I go through an airport scanner, my airways light up more than my tricompartmental artificial knee. And he told me it's because of all the bullet fragments I have in my chest from growing up in the Bronx. Very useful. Speaking of artificial knees, if the pasty white guy needs an artificial knee, you can have my last one for cheap. It's little used, actually it's a lot used, but feel free to drop by and we can take care of that. So, to answer the first part of the question, is there an over-the-counter oral trick to prevent sunburn? Oh yes. The first hour of sunburn is due to will prevent the second phase of sunburn. Okay, that's